Hey guys! Wait a second. I just had to do that. I can't wait to play it back a little bit just to see what I look like when I was just like that. Anyway, hey guys! Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. I hope you guys are doing great. I have to go and check myself out to see if there's any bufferation going on. And let us see. No bufferation yet. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at my eyeballs and they are red, red, red. Mm-mm. Hey, Bo Nose, what's going on? Welcome to Hello World. Hey, Eat Sleep, how are you? Guys, I absolutely do not feel good. I just had to say that now. And I'm looking at my eyes right now and I see a little hint of red right around there. And let me tell you, I want to give a shout out to the plain truth because yesterday, you guys, I was telling you guys how I was starting to feel like not good. And hey, my little tatted heart, bien y tú. And I did go and pick up some lemon and ginger. I don't know if I didn't do it good enough or whatever or long enough, but yeah, your girl is definitely not feeling well. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. But it's the plain truth, just like the plain truth's name is. So guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn on your notification bells. And if you can, give me a little thumbs up or just give me a thumbs, whichever way is fine. And more importantly, I would like to say that if you've never seen a previous episode of Hello World, you can always go to my playlist and watch every single episode from the inception of Hello World. That is the playlist that has 120 videos on there. Check that out because every single video has something for all of us, and I watch it often. And I get encouragement and inspired. I'm like, oh, did I really say that? Wow, that's what happens. Hey, James? Hey, James, how are you? Hey, Batgirl. Batgirl. Ah. Oh boy. Hey, Vlad, how are you? I met you today. Nice to see you. Do you not really speak Spanish? Is that like the only word you know? Tatted. Everybody, show some love to little Tatted Hearts. Tatted Hearts is a minor who I'm trying to convince their parent or parents to take them to the bank to start their bank account. And I feel like now is the perfect time to start your bank account because you will be glad later on in life when you get to our ages that you have a little cushion, right? So, Tatted Hearts, I'm just going to instill this into you one more time. In life, you need a cushion. I do not care how much money you have or how little money you have. Every bracket, whether you're wealthy, really wealthy, well off, middle class, lower class, teetering, or whatever, teetering on any level. If you were young or when you were young, someone should have pulled you by the ear and said, hey, get a cushion. Because having a cushion will help prevent those emergency days of being really like a really bad emergency where you have to evacuate. Yeah, cushions help you not evacuate, Tatted Hearts. You take that how you want to, right? So if you don't have to evacuate during an emergency, then you're good. That's what that cushion is for. So please, 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 please take whatever little pennies or quarters or whatever you have and stick it into a bank account. Learn how to save money. Learn what it is to know money. Learn what it is to own something, Tatted. Yes. I'm going to leave you alone from there. Hi Maurice, how are you? Hi Nathan, how are you? I met you guys so many different places. Nice to see you. I hope you guys had a beautiful day. As you know, my day wasn't all that amazing because this is clogged up, this is starting to hurt, and my eyes are itchy, but that's probably because of a little allergy. But I did take a nap before I came on tonight, and I guess I feel all right. But I did all of the remedies that, the Caribbean people do, right? So I put the what is it called? The Vicks Vapor Rub. I put that underneath my feet. I didn't put it behind my ears. I should have. I forgot all about that. I sniffed it up. I certainly did take my lemon, ginger, and water. I mixed that together. I went out after live. I went out to the supermarket and got some vitamin C tabs. I took 2 of those last night. I took 2 of those this morning. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get underneath it before it gets worse. I don't have time to be playing around being all, oh, I'm sick. I don't have time for that. And then also, I kept hearing in my head my parents say, why did you gargle? Go gargle. Go gargle your throat, girl. And I'm just like, I don't want to gargle. But I did anyway. um, let me show you the picture because I can't wait until this thousand subscriber thing is over so I can start posting pictures because I certainly did take a picture. And if you want to see the Instagram post, you're more than welcome to. It's BTD LLC. But guys, I ran out after the live yesterday, and this is what I took a picture of what I purchased. You see that big gallon of water? Maybe I need to drink a lot more water too. Because water flushes everything out, but I got my ginger. I just picked up B because, you can always have B and it was buy one, get one free. And vitamin B is something that we need. Got my lemons. See the lemons? Let me tell you, don't let those lemons fool you. I thought because I got a big lemon, I was going to get a big burst of lemonade. But there was really no lemon. It was like this thick, this thick. The rind was this thick. So the lemon was like, you see how this was the size of that lemon? But literally, when you cut it open, it really was like only this much lemon in there. Like not there, so like that much and beyond. I was just like, never again will I be tricked. I will get my little small lemons, and it'll be lemon from the rind will probably be this thick. The rind will probably be this thick versus that thick from what I got. I did not get my bang dollar worth. Yes, I didn't get my bang dollar worth. I should have gotten my water too. But guys, outside of that, I did get to work. Outside of not feeling so well, I was all over YouTube meeting new people. Some of you are here. Hi, the keto girl. How are you? Hey, B Dave. How are you? Outside of that, I did, I was surfing around on YouTube. And then I got this package. I got more comp cards, guys. And I wanted to change some of the quotes because I used this on a previous comp card. But remember when my phone broke? And I think they did a beautiful job printing it this time. Oh, and that's my charity. This is the charity I donate to. I can tell you all about it. I'm trying to get in contact with them so they can come on to Hello World to talk about what they're all about. But I can give you a brief synopsis of Hayden's Heart. If you haven't gone over to the website, you can always read it just in case I talk about it too fast. The description is down below. So basically, Hayden's Heart is a charity that I donate to. I give 10% of the clothing sales for Be the Difference to Hayden's Heart. And they basically raise awareness for babies with congenital heart disease. And I love babies. So just to think that, there are a lot of people who are born with heart defects, and some of them don't survive. So check out haydensheart.org to learn more, but you can go to my website. They're under the affiliate link in my website if you don't know how to get to Hayden's Heart anyway. Hi, Turtle. How are you? My Delia. Hey, BNO. Oh my goodness, I met you today too. Welcome to Hello World. Hey, Pat Dees, how are you? You're driving through Jersey. Welcome. So yeah, that was my day in a nutshell. I forget what else I wanted to say, but yeah, that's pretty much that. This weekend, I'm just gonna lay low. I definitely cannot. I can't afford to be. No, I refuse to be under the weather all the way until Monday. So I'm going to do the thing that I need to do and just I guess rest. I feel it. I hear it all in here in my throat that my voice is going a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, that was that. So how is everyone's day? I hope you had a better day than mine. Even though like technically it wasn't so bad, but when you're not feeling well, I feel like death is knocking on my door when I don't feel well. I don't take it very well because I'm not used to being under the weather. Only time I get sick, the only time I got sick this year is when I think that somebody tried to poison me. Because I guarantee you, they offered me water, and I said to myself, "No, don't drink the water." I drank it anyway, and I only took a sip. And let me tell you, I was put down for a few days. So that's why I assume they tried to poison me. So guys, be careful. And this goes for any situation in your life. If you feel like your insides or your conscious or your heart is saying no, pay attention to that because you never know. You never know what it might be protecting you from. Sometimes it could be just whatever, but you never know. I do not get sick unless it's for situations like what I told you guys yesterday when somebody came into the office not feeling well and must have been airborne. And my whole poor body my immune system might have already been down and, just got the best of me. But then again, guys, my immune system might be down because I haven't gone to the gym in almost a week, literally. And usually when I'm at the gym, I'm running a lot and that blood is cycling. You know what I'm saying? That's what the gym is good for, people. If you don't go to the gym or you just walk, do that. But the blood needs to cycle. So the blood wasn't cycling out those germs that of the day. That's how I like to think of it in my head. I could be wrong, but whatever. I'll go with what I feel is helpful. And so that's what happened. Um, Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get all into it real quick because I don't know how long I can handle it. So today's topic is, do you really want anything good? And I was trying to think to myself, like, what should I talk about? What should I talk about? I need to really start thinking about what to talk about instead of just coming up with things like right on the whim, and just be like, talk about this and talk about it like left. So I have my notebook. I have to take notes because yesterday I didn't take notes and I didn't even remember the third thing that I was talking about. So I'm gonna write it down this time. Do you really want anything good? Let's start with, I'm not even gonna do any tips. Let's just start with the simple fact that, a lot of times in life we're like, oh, I just wish, like, why can't I have good? Why don't I just, like, why does it seem like everybody else? Da da da. Da. How about this? The very good that you wanted could have come from a person that you met, or even a person in passing, even a family member. See, like sometimes I think we confuse our wants with whatever we think. Like, let's just say you want a brand new car. I have to make it big so that we can think about that, right? You want a brand new car, and you're like, man, I don't understand why I can't get a brand new car. Number one, have you even tried to save for your brand new car? Like, have you been putting money aside for a brand new car? That's number one, right? We want things, but are you willing to do what may be good? Doing good meaning start saving your money for your car, right? Everything doesn't always have to fall out of the sky and be a miraculous or a miraculous sign to make it good. Common sense is usually the right thing. Or how about somebody or a family member wants to offer you their used car? They're like, hey, I want to bless you, and I have this car that I don't need. Give me like 1,500 for it. And let's just say the car isn't that old. It might be like maybe 3 to 5 years old. And they kept it in good condition. No, I want the latest model. I want the latest year. Do you really want anything good? Listen, You only have to pay what? A minimal amount of money, and your insurance rates don't go up because when you outright buy a vehicle, you don't have to get the full coverage. Boom, that's hundreds of dollars saved already. Don't know what state anybody lives in, but in my state, we pay primo for everything. So if someone were to offer me a brand new car, which is brand new to me, ding, 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 do I really want good? Especially if a new car was on my, to-do list. Or must I go into the deal and get something fresh that has that new car? Man, go get your new car scent, little hangy ding, and stick it in your thing. Get the scent and stick it in the front right there, where the mirror is. And I think that's illegal now too. Just let it ding along or put it in the trunk. There's your new car scent. Or vacuum. Or how about this? Get the car and then pay extra, pay real good money to leave your car in a detail overnight and let them, take the seats out, detail everything. And there you go. That's your brand new car. But because it didn't come in the way that you expected or wanted, I don't want anything good. That's what you're saying. And then you're insulting whoever it is that really, really heard your heart when you were saying, to whomever, I want a brand new car. And here they are giving you something that they could absolutely sell for way more. And you decide, no, you want to decline because it's not fresh off the lot. It's got more miles than you want. That's in a car. Or how about you start a new job? Let's just say you start a job in the fast food industry, but you immediately want to be a manager. You have limited amount of experience. Let's just say you have 3 years experience. That's still limited because I'm sure there's a lot more you can learn in that managerial role. But one day, before you before you even knew, right? Your current manager says, "Hey, can you be on bathroom detail?" I'm above that. Do you not know that one request might have been the request that either gave him the recommendation, him or her, the recommendation to bump you into your next level, but you too good because you've been at your fast food job for 3 years, and you're above doing the bathrooms? Listen, I feel you on that because I don't do bathrooms. That's because I have a germ situation in here. Shoot, I got sick. Or no, you know what? I'm not even gonna talk that into existence. But I'm a little out of my element. But guys, don't get too above your job position. If somebody asks you to do something that's not in your pay rate or lower than your pay rate, or maybe a little above your pay rate, and you're just like, why are you asking me to do that? Pay me for my time. Guess what? Sometimes just doing a little extra, going a little extra mile might benefit or go in your favor. Number one, you get to see things or experience things. If it were in a different pay rate higher than you, that you would prepare yourself and be like, hey, is this something I really want to do? Will I have the time and the energy to dedicate to this particular project? Or how about um, here's another one. How about food? Oh my goodness. I volunteered a few times at different soup kitchens. One at a few times, like a lot when I was at one of the former church I used to go to. I used to go to that soup kitchen quite often. And I enjoyed it. And the reason why I did is because I really enjoyed, the woman that was ahead in charge and just watching her cook and all of that good stuff. But imagine if you're the person in need and y'all don't y'all don't have anything better than this. You got a free meal. Let me tell you, let me break it down to you. When you go to the restaurant these days, the minimum you're spending is $20 unless you get an appetizer. Now appetizers are sometimes dag on near $15 depending on where you go. So you get a meal that's free and then you can go for seconds. Do you really want anything good? And then you get a home cooked meal from somebody that you know or that has been observed and they washed their hands, right? Because I can verify that they washed their hands and they were, caring over the food properly. And then when we go out to eat, I don't care what kind of restaurant you go to, whether it's a five-star restaurant or a one-star restaurant, the quality of your food could be contaminated depending on how the person is that's prepping it. One, I hate to go into the nasty, nasty, but it happens, I'm sure. Thankfully, I don't see these things. But imagine if they just picked their nose and just went like this instead of washing their hands and kept prepping your food. Or how about if the waiter is like table number 3, they're kind of like a little jerkish to me. How, how are you gonna tell if they mix that in well? Ooh, that just rhymed. How you gonna tell if they mix that in well? You don't know. That's a whole nother story about how we treat people too, but we'll stay out for that. So when you guys go out to eat, you absolutely don't know what you are eating. All I say is that, we can just assume the best. And I think that's a good thing to assume because then I probably would have grossed myself out just now. I just did gross myself out and be like, dang, I need to go look in everybody's kitchen. And then on top of that, you don't know what that kitchen looks like or what may have run or scurried across the floor in that kitchen. So all I'm saying is, if somebody's offering you a free meal, home cooked meal, and you get to have option 2 on a refill of your plate at no cost to you, do you really want anything good if you're turning that plate down? And I've seen people who are in need uh be like, that's it, like you don't have nothing better to eat. Like I've seen that once or twice. And then one Thanksgiving I volunteered at this restaurant in Jersey City. And let me tell you, when I saw their kitchen, I was just like, ew, I've never eaten here. Like their kitchen wasn't that nice. It was not nice. Nah, it wasn't nice at all. And after being in that kitchen, I kind of was like, I don't think I want to eat out anymore. But anyway, so yes, when I volunteered that Thanksgiving, the pounds of food that was being thrown away, uh, I was so disgusted. And I said to myself, like, just me personally, um, when I amass wealth, depending on whether it's monetary or whatever else, right? When I do amass wealth, I am a giver by nature. And I don't mind giving, but I feel like people respect things more when they actually have to do or work for something. You ever notice that? That people value things more when they gotta have to work for it. So my motto would be, you're more than welcome to do whatever I offer. But I mean, you're more than welcome to have whatever I offer, but there's got to be a little something that you give. Your time mainly, because if somebody can't afford something, then they can't really give you anything. But time, and just so you feel like you have some type of like you did something good for yourself. Because I think a lot of times people need that. People, guys, I'm talking about people now. How many times have people come in your life, whether you recognize it now or before, who have actually come into your life and really tried to be there for you? Now, I mean, like, whether you realize it or not, they go out of their way to do things for you. And do you ever recognize that that good thing that you were wanting out of people was right there in front of you and you turned it away snobbishly because maybe it wasn't the person or the type of person that you wanted. Maybe they didn't have the value of monetary things that you would appreciate. Maybe they weren't as clean cut as you would like to hang out with, right? But you turn them away and you say, "Oh, why I really wanted this. I really wanted life to be good. Why can't I ever have the good life?" Think about it, guys. How many people have entered your life, maybe stayed or left, that really, really were dope people, but because they didn't seem cool enough in your eyes for whatever reason, and I'm just using cool as just a term, you just had to be like, "Oh, they're not, whatever." I think people do that to nice people all the time. Think about it. Of course, nice people who give, and the person that is in the receiving end did not value the fact that they're giving and you don't even have to do a thing. But because they don't have to do a thing, they're just like, man, you corny. And guess what? You wanted are you really wanting good? Did you really want good? And here you have it where you don't even have to work for it. And you got good people in your corner. You just slap them in the face and push them aside. And you rather gravitate to people that treat you like trash. Why do we do that, guys? Why do we find it so much easier to hang around people that treat us like trash, like up and down like trash, and then when good people come around who really are like genuine, they insert so much good things in your life, and you just throw them away or treat them less than good, or like give them the worst parts of you or the leftover parts of you that just nobody wants, not even the bad people. Think about it. And I'm going to tell you this, there are not many people who will want to give or do things for you and want nothing in return. There really aren't many people like that. So, if people come in your life who do things for you that absolutely, positively do not want anything in return, meaning they don't say, "Hey, I helped you out. Would you mind?" Or, "Hey, I was there for you emotionally. Do you mind?" "Hey, I gave you 10 bucks because I felt like you needed it. Hey, do you mind?" And ask you for nothing. There are not many people who are going to do that, especially for perfect strangers. Perfect strangers sometimes will not do that. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Thelma Thrift. Oh my goodness. So Thelma Thrift, she is a jewelry reseller and she collects jewelry. So before I came on Hello World, I went over there and I was just like, "Oh, I saw her live and I was like, man, I haven't seen her live in a long time." And so I was like, "Oh, I gotta go say hi." But yet I was like, I gotta get on here, right? So I went over there and I said, "Hi, Thelma, just stopping by to say hello." And I didn't know she saw my comment. It was like, "Hi, Joy." I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's the first time she ever said hello to me out loud." My heart was warmed. And plus, guess what? By her doing that and her not knowing how I felt when I first got on the computer, which was not that great, it put a smile in me, in my little heart. It did, and for a few moments, I didn't feel so bad anymore. Like, right now, I don't feel so bad, like, the pressure, my ears aren't clogged, nothing like that, um, but I just thought that was so amazing. See, I say that to say, like, that little thing that she did, and she definitely doesn't know how I feel, that really definitely brightened my day, and guys, I think we need to start grabbing hold of those little moments and realize that those are life altering moments, like good ones, not the bad ones, because sometimes we get the bad life altering moments. But when good things happen, and it puts a smile on your face, appreciate that. Put it in your memory bank. Because people really don't have to do what they have to do. And people, if you feel in your heart that you should do something, say something, then just do it because you never know how the recipient of whatever you do or say, how that might positively affect them. Thelma Thrift has no idea that I don't feel well. None. So, guys, you just don't know. Make sure you guys are like liking and sharing and turning on, I mean, no. Make sure you guys are subscribing to each other and liking and sharing each other's videos and watching them to the full and showing support and showing love. Yes. I'm sorry I'm not paying attention to the chat, but for any people who have come in, holla and welcome to Hello World. I'm definitely not going to be on here that long because I need to eat too. So, like, part of feeling good or feeling better than how you feel, like if you're not feeling well, make sure you eat and make sure you boost up on your immune system when you're not feeling well. Um, mhm. I can see it in my head now. I mean, I can see it now. If I tell my parents that I don't feel well, well, what do you think I'm supposed to do? And I'm like, they'll say that first. And then they'll say, did you drink your spiced tea? And I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about no spiced tea. But yeah, it's like a Caribbean thing. They have this spiced tea. It's like on a piece of bark, and I tell you, it's like cinnamon. And they're like, drink your spiced tea. That always cleans everything out. So before I hear that one, I will definitely drink my spiced tea, and then I will lay the bomb like, oh, I don't feel good. Oh my goodness, I am a mess sometimes. But anyway, do you really want good in your life? If you really want good in your life, are you prepared for those good things to come in different forms? In different forms of your life. Like, let's just say if you wanted to be good in your work category, then think about the work things. If you wanted to be good in your social category, think about the social things. If you wanted to be good in your own personal life, think about the things that you can do. You can listen to, like, there's the law of attraction. If you want to get motivated and pumped up, go to that channel on YouTube and Forever Growing. Those are two channels that I used to frequent a lot. But since I've been trying to get to my 1K, which I'm a little closer today, yes. Oh, so please share the stream out. Let me do that right now to everybody you know. Um, Let me see. Oh, hey, kicking it with Karen. How are you? Let me see. Who else is here? Hi, James. MA, how are you? I met you. Hey, Melissa W. Oh my goodness. How are you? And I think I saw Adam's exploits. Hey, Adam. How are you? Look at that. I'm being nosy now. I'm over here trying to share the link to my little Twitter account. And I see all of you guys here. How are you? Nice to see you guys. Okay, so I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, yes. So the different categories in your life, whatever you really want, are you really ready for good? Do you really want it? Do you really want good in your life, right? I preach this every day that I believe our world is changing for the better every single day. While I truly believe that, that is something I believe is good for our community, our society, for myself. Oh, yeah, I was talking about ourselves, right? So if we want those things, then sometimes it takes work. Are you prepared to put the work in? And sometimes when you have to put the work in, it's hard and it's tedious and it's painful. Well, guess what? You came from infancy to adulthood. And while you were growing, it was painful. Your little legs stretching, your little feet growing, your teeth coming in. All of that stuff is painful. But guess what? We're beautiful and we're able to think now. So are you really ready for the good in your life? Because sometimes it will be painful. Sometimes having good in your life will flush the unnecessary people that don't need to be there, that will not push you to your higher heights out. Sometimes it will be lonely, especially if you're in that phase where you want better for yourself. Because when you want better for yourself, there are absolutely a lot of things and a lot of people who will have to be, maybe taken out momentarily just so you can focus on you, or taken out permanently. And I'm not saying like taken out like killed, but just removed from the growth because maybe they're not gonna grow with you. Maybe they don't want to grow with you. Maybe they're the same ones that have not been encouraging you the same way that you need to be encouraged to move to the higher heights that you're unable or thought you couldn't get to. Think about it that way. So not everything is bad. And guess what? Maybe when you're at your highest height, the same people that were taken out of your life will come back because now you're ready and prepared to deal with them at whatever level that you can deal with them. So not all good, not all things are bad. If people leave your life, it's not always bad. Sometimes they do hold you back. Sometimes people will hold you back, depending on if they like to gossip a lot, depending on if they just want to gossip and then tell you things to see what you think, and then use what you say to them to their advantage and say, well, X, Y, and Z said that. Be careful, guys. Remember what we said yesterday. Watch what you speak and listen to. You don't want to get trapped up or caught up. In a one night love affair, true love, I'll take you there. All right, so that's the song that just came in my head. So, guys, if you really want good things in your life, then you're going to have to work for it. You do. You absolutely have to work for it. Gosh, and working for it sometimes is battling your own thoughts. That I can't do this. That thought, that I think all of us, that frequently, comes to all of us sometimes or visits us sometimes. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. Well, if you keep saying you're not good enough and you can't do it, guess what? You're not going to. And you won't be good enough. Speak life into your own self. Why? You can't always expect everybody to speak life into you. You really have to take charge of your life and the direction of how you feel. Take charge. And it's okay to take charge, right? To kind of control your emotions and to really, 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 really be like, okay, I can do this. So again, how many of us are ready for good things in our life? And sometimes, okay, how about the times when everything is great? And you don't always have to go through the growing pains. Maybe the growing pains, aren't that bad. Because not everything always has to be bad. Like not everything has to be a struggle, right? Like every story doesn't always have to sound the same or be the same. You don't always have to go through terrible things in order to say you have great things now. It doesn't always have to work like that. So for those people, for the people who didn't really have to like struggle too much, there's still good things. Are you ready for better things? Right? Because we need to have our lives enhanced as much as possible. And the moment you think that everything is great and that there is no better, like you've reached the ceiling, no. The breath that you take, there's always room for growth. So until you die, grow. And when you start having those brown leaves, prune them because that will always keep you prepared for, do you really want good? And if you really do want good, are you willing to accept maybe things that, don't always fall into the way you want it to be? I'm just taking my socks off. I don't know why, but I just did. Woo! I just took my socks off, guys, and all I smell is Vicks Vapor Rub. It just hit me like boom. I got nice feet, okay? My feet are nice. So I was blessed with nice feet and such. I would show you, but some of the nail polish is like on and off on each toe. So I'm not doing that. I have a little bit of pride. But I want the good life. I want good things in my life. I want good things in my life. And I'm trying my best to accept good things in my life, especially if it's not the way I really wanted it to be. Because there's blessings, a greater blessing sometimes in the saying, you know what? It may not be the way I would like it to be, but let me see. And it turns out to be the best thing for you. So when you go to work, think about all of the good things that are happening. The fact that you're gainfully employed, even if you're self employed, be thankful that somebody is buying into whatever you're selling. Socially, some people are just awkward, but really dope. Like I'm probably awkward because sometimes I just bust out into random songs like you just saw earlier. But I think a lot of people think I'm cool, like on the outside. Or say that to me. Maybe they mean it, I don't know, but whatever. But I'm certainly not your typical, run of the mill person. I think, you know why? Because I think that the minute I start taking myself a little too seriously, I'm going to get old. I don't want to get old. Have you seen any old person who really takes them seriously, like look really old and downtrodden? No. I saw a video the other day of a 102-year-old woman who ran a marathon and she did her job. She ran, and I saw the video. I was like, oh, she's 102. And she wakes up in the morning and does her push-ups. I was like, oh, that's so cool. At 102, guys, this could be all of us. She threw her little push-up, I saw it for real in the camera. She was doing her little push-ups and she jogs. Come on, guys. Don't let no 102-year-old woman outdo you. Yes. Let that be an encouragement, an inspiration to you. That doesn't age doesn't define who you can absolutely be. I've even seen 60-year-old, 70-year-old bodybuilders. Now, I mean, like the woman was really lifting, like she may have had 25 pounds on each side on a barbell and she was lifting that thing. Like, come on now. At 78 years old in that area, still going to the gym. Come on, don't sleep on yourselves. Let those be inspirations to you to keep on moving. If you ever wanted to go to the gym and you see something like that, let that be a motivation for you. Maybe that was the thing that will help you, right? Not just like someone your fellow age bracket or younger than you, but someone that has a lot more wisdom and a lot more, you know, age on them and seeing that, right? We want good, but it may come in different ways. Maybe that might be the beginning of your fitness journey by seeing that. So keep your mind open. Woo! hmm What's everybody gonna do for this weekend? I think I already told you guys. I'm probably gonna lay low and swallow as much vitamin C as I can possibly take. So shout out to the Plain Truth. I don't know if they're here or not. Hey, Brad TV, how are you? Hi, Skins and Fan All Day. How are you? Hi, Myra. I said hi to you too, James, right? Hmm. So, anyway, guys, I am here on Hello World every single night between 7 and 9. I repeat, I will not allow any foolery, which potentially could have gotten me sick today and yesterday, to stop me from doing what I have committed myself to do, guys. Keep your commitments. Keep all of your commitments to the best of your ability. Sorry. Keep all of your commitments to the best of your ability as much as you can, no matter what. I'm on here because I said I would do it. When I was taking my little nap, I turned around. I was like, man, I could just sleep a little bit more until tomorrow. I said, no, I have a commitment that I made. And I do it more so for myself to keep myself on track. Because, all of us, sometimes the minute we stop doing something one time, we kind of just let it go. And I don't want to do that because I enjoy seeing you guys. I enjoy being here. I enjoy talking to you guys. And I enjoy you guys talking to me. So yes, every single night I'm here between 7 and 9, unless I don't have Wi-Fi. But once I hit my 1,000, it really doesn't matter if I have Wi-Fi or not, because my cell phone always has internet. And I think, um, oh, thank you for coming, Flad. I think, what was I thinking? Oh, I think once I hit my 1,000, I don't know, when you hit your 1,000, can you immediately go on your cell phone, or do you have to get that validated first? Does anybody know? Adam, is that true? Do you have to wait? Because I know you have 1,000. What does it say on my wall? It says, life takes you to unexpected places. Love brings you home. Yes. I love that. Oh my goodness, let me read it again. Life takes you to unexpected places. Do 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 do. Love brings you home. So that's what, my home is like, right? You can go all over the place in the world, but when you come home, yes, that love right there is at home. Yes. Okay, so you gotta try to go live on the cell phone. So yes, once I hit my 1,000, whatever day that may fall on, or maybe that the next day, I don't know. I'm gonna go from the gym. I'm gonna go from the gym. That'll be our first live. It's gonna have to be a quiet one because they play music in the gym. So if the volume is not there, don't think you're crazy. It's just I don't want to get any strikes. So anyway, you guys are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. There is no mistake about you. If it weren't for you, someone wouldn't be inspired today in your life. Whether the interaction was at home, at school, at work, encountering an encounter with someone at the grocery store, at the gas station, whatever the case may be. Because you're being a difference every day, somebody is going to be positively affected, and they're going to have hope, because you never know who you may run into that may have a feeling of no hope or hopelessness. Isn't that amazing that there's people who can smile on your face but still feel as hopeless as can be? So it's important for us who are here trying to do the thing to really be as hopeful and having a heart for people as much as you can. Like, people aren't going to get it right all the time, especially if you know more and know better. They're not going to always get it. But if you work with people, eventually they'll see your heart and they'll see what you really see out there. So continue to be the difference in everything you do. I hope that the rest of your evening is as amazing as it was today. I hope that you sleep so peacefully that when you wake up in the morning, you're refreshed. Again, I thank you for giving me a little bit of your time each and every day. And I hope to see you in these YouTube streets. Yes. Yay, yes. But until we meet again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. If you ever want to know anything about me, Melissa W. has been so kind to be throwing links. I've seen them periodically. And if you missed the links, you can always go to the description down below. Click on any of those links. You'll see books, t-shirts, onesies, glow in the dark stuff, and different people that I have in my description that you can click on their links and check out their channels. And also the sorry, the docu-series that I started, you can check that out too. Also, guys, with that docu-series, I am looking for either a parent or a child of a parent who has grown up in a single family home, because I want to document how you felt being raised in that situation, and what encouragement you can give to people who are going through that as well. I think sharing is caring, and that's what it's all about. So check those out. If you've never seen any other videos that I have and you really want some inspiration either from me or in the chat, please click on the playlist and play them. Watch every single video. I think you'll be encouraged. So anyway, when I get off of here, I think I'm definitely gonna have to drink some water because my mouth is dry, and I'm gonna have to find something to eat. So until we meet again tomorrow, again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing saying, hello, world.